Yes, sir. So I know in previous videos I stated before that all of the men's spaces that men love going to get away, peace of mind, let out frustration, things like that are going to get slowly infiltrated by women to where the man cave will just be called the cave. All of these women that want to infiltrate these spaces, rub shoulders, drink IPAs, throw darts, the list goes on, tell stories, whatever it is. They're going to make every situation diluted and less fun to be around and participate in. You got women like this right here, woke women, angry feminists that wish they had a male member. They want to infiltrate the spaces in the online gaming world to where she wants to quote unquote call out sexism in gaming. So the nerds, geeks, and gamers that created these spaces for men to get around. Now on the flip side, you got these same nerds and dorks that are unlucky with women are going to cheer this woman on as if she's doing something courageous. Women like this that aren't attracted the most, they're going to call out sexism because they're not sought after. Because they're jealous of the attention that other women are getting for their bodies that they know what they're doing. We know what Olivia Munn is doing when she's talking gaming, and the nerds and the dorks, they adore that because they don't hear this conversation from the women in their immediate circle or their lives, high school, college, middle school, whatever it is. So an angry feminist like this woman right here, she wants to jump into the space, talk about Red Dead Redemption, but she wants to switch the topic to make it about her and talk about sexism. Bros already know when they go online, you might be playing the Call of Duty, you're on the mic and whatever. There might be a girl gamer. She talks. The first thing you're going to think of is she sounds like she might be attractive. It's just automatic. It is what it is. Innocent stuff like that are going to get attacked. So what are you going to do? Are you going to mute your mic? Are you going to have a media party to where a couple people can have a conversation? Because women like this are going to want to spark a conversation to when you tell a dude that he's playing like a girl. That's when somebody like this will turn on their mic and make everybody hate that they have theirs on. Oh man, let's see what she got to say. She's calling out sexism in gaming.
I do think that there is a larger discussion about Red Dead Online and that we need to have eventually about game design versus immersive experience and comparing the Red Dead Online multiplayer experience versus the solo player one. But I actually want to talk about something so much more important than Red Dead Online: sexism in gaming. In joining G4,
this is not where I thought we were going,
I know,
but I'm here.
I had no
here.
idea.
I'm listening.
Yeah.
In joining G4, I was ecstatic to be part of something that I grew up watching as a child. But every time G4 is brought up in various channels, even in this YouTube channel, we have the chat in front of us, I can see you, without a doubt, there will be backlash because I'm not as bangable as the previous hosts.
Because it's obvious to most, the nerds, the dorks, the gamers, the casual gamers, and everybody in between, they want to see somebody that's attractive. It is what it is. But the problem is this: why is she so mad? Why is she so angry? And let's be honest and let's be real, most of the gaming collective can already understand that she's a woman that does not like men. It's plain to see. You can see the way she's dressed right now that she looks like MGK. Let's be honest. All of this gender blurring shit. So all of the gamers, all of the dorks, they're highly intelligent people for the most part. They can already understand this. They're like, why am I watching my favorite show with a chick that doesn't like dudes? It's okay, but why is she so triggered? That's the question. She's worried about YouTube channels that don't find her attractive, and
It's somehow...
Talk to him, Frost!
It has somehow been expected that you can talk about how much you jerked off to women as a compliment.
That
It's
shit
not
weird.
a compliment.
It's weird.
It's dehumanizing and it's weird. Women do not exist to be nice on the eyes for you. Morgan Webb, Olivia Munn did not exist to be nice on the eyes for you.
Hey, she cooking, y'all.
And that's
she cooking who? And you got simps like this that fucking enable this behavior, and they put the battery in the back of these feminazis, and and they're acting like they're doing something courageous. This is something noble. You're calling out something that's existed since you've even been brought into this world. Let's be real. This is what goes on in the gamers section. Let's be real, dude. It's like the locker room extended. You know what I'm saying? Dudes are going online to get up with their dudes, get away from their girls, wives, whatever it is, talk with the other neighbor, their boys and shit like that. So why is this shit going to numerous YouTube channels about a conversation that does not have anything to do with her? How many conversations are women having talking about the dudes they find attractive? Group chats talking about this, that, and the other. She's obviously triggered that she's not getting attention for being quote unquote attractive.
Just obvious sexism. You don't need to explicitly objectify women or declare that you hate women to be sexist.
Check this out. If you feel like that, why aren't you coming this hard against something like porn? You know what I'm saying? You want to talk about a little gaming section, a little YouTube channel, but why aren't you coming out talking about objectifying women in something like porn or music videos, something of that nature? You're talking about a couple YouTube channels where dudes are having a couple conversations talking about a woman and things that they do, whatever. It has nothing to do with you because you don't even like men.
Ahead and check out Thorne's latest meltdown on Twitter for some spark notes. Now, here at XPlay, our reviews are written and produced by a team of people. There are too many games for one person to shoulder the burden. So we divide and conquer. And when we use language like we or I, that's the reviewer. That's coming from the mouth and experience of the reviewer reading that review. And that's not to say that Gerard, TBH, Adam, or myself don't contribute to the reviews. We absolutely do. But it'll always be in varying degrees and take a whole team behind us. That's why we're XPlay and not Adam Play. We have done the experiment and controlled for the variables. Adam will read a script written by the same writer that I will read the other half of the script for, but I'll be the one flamed. And yeah, it also happens to Gerard and TBH, but that doesn't discount the sexism of how it happens to me when it does. Both things can be true, that there is a general hatred of any change that isn't Adam, and that I'll receive special flame just for being a woman. And I wish I could turn the camera around so that
I highly doubt that. I highly doubt that people are coming at you just because they just don't like you. It has nothing to do with you being a woman, because obviously Olivia Munn and whoever it was wasn't getting the type of backlash that you're receiving, I guess. But let's be real, man. It's women like this that just make every situation sour. They ruin a night out. They're literally Buzz Killington. Why would you bring this type of person out when you're trying to have a good time? You know that they're miserable. You know that they're popping Xanaxes. The list goes on. And when anybody has this ring right here, that's an automatic red flag. This is an automatic red flag to begin with. And then on the flip side, we already know that you're a feminist and that you don't like guys. So anything that guys do to trigger you, you're going to go all out. And the fact of the matter is that you have two simps on both sides of you supporting what you're saying. It's just, this is the problem here. The problem isn't women, bro. The problem is men that enable the behavior. Crack dealers that keep supplying the crack to Pookie, having them coming back, putting the battery in their back, supporting everything that they're saying when nobody really doesn't care. There's wonderful girl gamers out there that are definitely better than some guys. They make it happen. They don't make the shit sour. They talking to mic crack jokes and shit like that. But women like this, you can't have fun with people like this online. She tells jokes that aren't funny. She's out here searching for misery, something to attack that has nothing to do with her. But if it does, who cares? Why do you care so much if you're in a space that you're ecstatic to be at? Why are you worried about quote unquote sexism? You don't even like guys. But I get it. She got to make it about her when the conversation was about Red Dead Redemption. But like I've stated before, modern women, feminist, woke woman, they're 5 seconds away from just self-destructing, just blowing up on everybody. C4 to the chest, literally. That's why you got to watch what you say, but that's what happens when you're in these spaces, having these different type of conversations to where any and everything could trigger a female like this. And then you have simps that don't want to call her out, telling her maybe you're overreacting or whatever and whatnot. Oh, she calling y'all, she cooking y'all. I didn't expect this. This is why dudes are on the internet complaining about women on a day-to-day basis when the problem is men and males like these two dudes and the other dude applauding what she's saying when it's straight bullshit. Dudes already know it's the truth. Women like this, if they jump in your party, you're muting their mic. You already know that's automatic. She needs to be more concerned with her grill than she is about dudes talking about girls. Nothing's going to change. If you're so concerned about women being objectified, talk about what's going on social media sites. The list goes on. You're talking about a gamer section that was built by men as a great space to do what they do when it comes to the gaming world. Then you make online gaming. Then you make multiplayer. You have microphones for parties to exist, to have conversations, shit like that. And now you have chicks like this, Buzz Killington, that wants to kill it, that wants to make it sour.
Could see the incredible team that make X-Play. Half of our producers and writers are women. Emily, Abby, Megan, Joe, Jake, Zipper, Gabby. It goes on and on and on. Former writers that are now on ATOS like Vanessa. When you're in our DMs or on those YouTube comments or in Twitch chat right now, those reactionary threads thinking that I'm somehow ruining your current X-Play experience because you can't objectify me,
No, you probably are, because look at what you're doing right now, man. Who would want to experience this trying to sit back at the crib, you're a gamer, whatever it is, and then you got to watch this meltdown? Who wants to watch this? Who really wants to watch this? And the producers, they can't say anything because they don't want to come off as sexist, misogynist, or whatever it is, coming against them and their beliefs and whatnot. Oh, you're against. Oh, you must be in support of objectifying women. Oh, you know what I'm saying? Dudes are literally petrified that they're one wrong word or one wrong act away from a lawsuit. Then gamers are, of course, because just look at her face, my dude. You could be cool, but when you start getting into conversations like this because you're triggered about you not being as attractive as the previous host, it is what it is. How about you make up for it with your personality, bro? It's just like, who's going to be a gamer and want to watch this channel if you have a female like this that could get triggered at any moment? And then you have two beta males that are going to support her. Simping.
previously to DeMorgan, or that I'm somehow less qualified to speak on something, but you can't quite put your finger on why, even though I'm reading the exact same script as Adam, but you have no problem with he's part of it. You're letting your unconscious biases ruin my day, and you're gatekeeping the gaming space.
How are you allowing people to ruin your day? How are you allowing somebody that doesn't matter to you ruin your day? Somebody that you don't know from a can of paint, a hole in the wall, is going to ruin your day because they said that their gaming experience is worse because you're not as attractive as Olivia Munn. You know how many people aren't as attractive as Olivia Munn? It is what it is. Why are you so concerned about that? Words will never hurt you. People want everybody to love them, and that's just not going to ever happen. And then they want to have a blow up like this. It doesn't make it any better because now people are walking on eggshells because you're a ticking time bomb. Makes no fucking sense. You want to be a gamer, you want to learn some other shit, you're watching this channel, and you got to worry about this female that's angry at some dude for saying some shit a couple of months ago. That's still in the back of her mind. All it is going to make it a salty, sour situation that no dude wants to be a part of. This is why dudes are going their own way. Can you blame them?
So maybe for 2022, we be a bit nicer, a bit more self-reflective, and we enjoy the fact that people are working hard to make free content for you. If you don't like it, don't watch it. Peace.
Oh, Lord. Everybody wants to ram that. Give me a fucking break. This bozo talking about I gotta dap you up as if she says something powerful. When there's dudes like him and dorks that are part of the movements that are going their own way and whatnot, they love this space because it's a space away from women, whether you're in a relationship or not. Let's be honest and let's be real. A good amount of gamers and dorks are in these comment sections going back and forth with women just like this. Imagine being a casual gamer or a teenager. You want to get put onto some tips and tricks, and you got to sit through this bullshit. A meltdown because a woman is angry with herself and she's angry that not everybody is fond of her. Oh, fucking well. If everybody likes you, then there's got to be something up with you. You're a people pleaser. The list goes on. Imagine just sitting through this bullshit just because she's talking about a comment ruined her day. Then that just says more about you than the people making the comment, because they really don't give a shit about you, because they're going to go about their business and play the multiplayer games like it's nothing. Angry feminists and lesbians, just like this woman, well, she appears to be a radical lunatic and whatnot at these women marches talking about empowerment and equality. Just people like this that are behind those pages talking about sexism in gaming. You got to give me a fucking break, lady. You're only going to make the situations more sour. Dudes are walking on eggshells because they understand that you're a ticking time bomb, and now they don't want to upset you. This woman didn't say anything powerful. This woman just says something. She comes off as jealous. She comes off as an asshole. She's telling the gamers that have been there, that have been watching the channel way before her little sensitive ass came along, to peace. Peace out. If you don't want to see this, go about your way. It's like, bitch, you're not that important, man. They made this whole segment, 5 minutes and whatnot, all about you and your feelings. Sexism in gaming, nobody really gives a shit about. But when it comes to women talking about the height of a man, 6 packs, the color of his eyes, the list goes on, nobody really cares, because men already know nobody's going to care about their feelings. Nobody's going to care about if their options are limited and whatnot. The list goes on, bro. Oh my goodness, man. It's enough of that. I'm out.